Have you ever wished there was a TV show that combined all of the aspects of a ghost show with forensic files? No? Well, neither has anyone else on the planet ever. Did that stop our friends at the Discovery Channel from making just that? Of course not. A Haunting is a show originally airing on the Discovery Channel in 2007 where we examine retellings of paranormal incidents complemented with cinematic reenactments. More accurately, the other way around, because there is way more reenactments in the show than actual retellings from the people themselves. Side note, one thing that's always been insane to me, specifically with forensic files, because those are actually real-life violent crimes, is the way they're just like, hey, you know that really traumatic event in your life? Not only will you be reliving it by telling us about it, we're going to do our absolute best to recreate it on film. Now, between the way they shoot these reenactments and the acting, it is such a weird vibe I cannot explain. If I had to try, it would be like a cross between Dhar Mann and those shows that are made specifically for Snapchat. But I think now you have enough information going in, so let's just jump into it and take a look at A Haunting.
Modesto, California, a once prosperous city with a violent past and an uncertain future. But among the strife, opportunity beckons for costume shop owner Dana Walters.
Can't wait to go inside.
I was working at a costume shop when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it, so I knew from that moment on that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to open my own store.
So I think the actor that does the best in this was the one that plays Dana, our main storyteller here. How accurate they casted her, that is up for debate. She looks nothing like her and seems to be at least 15 years younger than her. Which maybe these events took place just that long ago. That's what I assumed. Let's see if that checks out. I don't think it does. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed or not, but I'm the kind of guy that can appreciate a poster or two, which is why I'd like to tell you about today's sponsor, Displate. Displates are a unique customizable metal poster that can provide a dynamic, stress-free way to decorate and customize your space. With over 2 million graphics in their catalog from licenses like Marvel, Call of Duty, Nintendo, even Chris Angel, the list goes on. The catalog also contains thousands of creators who have shared their own unique art, and they're held up by magnetic mounts that you just stick up to your wall easily, no tools necessary. Which is good for me because I've got soft hands. And swapping posters is also super easy, so you can change out whatever posters you want quickly whenever you want to spice up your space. Now I know what you're saying. Chris, what if I want to upload my own art? Well, if you give me a minute to talk, I'd tell you that you can do exactly that with Displate. It's a fast, simple way to show all your friends what cool niche interests you have, just like me. And right now, Displate is celebrating Black Friday with their biggest discounts ever. So use my link in the description or use code ChrisJames to get 37% off 1 to 2 displays, 43% off for 3 to 4 displays, or 46% off for 5 or more displays. So I hope you go check them out. I want to thank Displate for sponsoring, and now back to the video.
But among the strife, opportunity beckons for costume shop owner Dana Walters.
I will say they did do an excellent job with the main show's narrator. He's close to, if not on par with the one from Forensic Files. I think the more that I watch this show, the more I think he ate up a lot of the budget.
I kept thinking, oh, I'll never be able to afford a business of my own, and I came across this one.
It's kind of big, Mama D.
Yeah, it is.
Mama D is a pretty sick name if you are someone's mom. I hope maybe one day I can be so lucky enough to be Papa C.
Dana Walters?
Yes, I'm Dana.
Hi.
This is my wife, Milan,
Nice.
and our daughter, Jaden.
Well, it's lovely to meet you all. Here's the keys. Please, go in, have a look around.
Won't she be joining us?
You know, you guys go in and have a look. I'm just gonna wait out here.
What's it, like haunted or something? Oh no, there's just a lot of needles on the ground in there, and I'm good on that.
It was in complete disarray.
It looked dark. It didn't have the best feeling, you know, and I was just walking and I'm like, this is not normal.
You guys are walking through an abandoned store at a strip mall riddled with graffiti, with all of the lights off. I think most people would feel a bit spooked, whether it's haunted or not.
Mama D, what was this place?
The listing on the ad was an old funeral home, complete with crematoria,
A funeral home?
A funeral home? You mean like with dead people in it?
Also, her wanting to buy this rundown abandoned store for the sole purpose of opening a costume shop, she really is the blueprint for Spirit Halloween.
Dana, come on, really? This place is a mess.
Yeah, but you know what? It's our mess. And one day, it'll all be your mess.
I felt like I was never gonna get through with cleaning up the building. It's just so big and there's so much work to do. And the biggest part to clean was in the crematorium area.
Thanks.
So as I said earlier, this show is a lot of recreation and not as much of the real Dana telling us what happened. So I'm pretty sure they took a lot of liberties when it came to writing this, because there is no way they got all of this dialogue from Dana. Like, I know she wasn't telling them, yeah, and then you know what, the ghost said, God bless you when I sneezed.
I don't mind if we have good spirits hanging around. I don't want anything evil.
I mean, how evil could the spirit really be if you gotta bless you?
This is the weirdest place. You can tell this was the old front of the building and the retail space was a later add-on. Shutters over bricked up windows.
You know, the windows were what? So I'm confused because this place being an old funeral home / crematorium, do you remember what it looked like on the outside? Like I said, it looks like the front of a closed down Kmart.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Funeral number 7. They're human remains.
What? You're kidding.
I love the idea of a crematorium dumping some guy's ashes into a box and labeling it like they're getting ready to move to a new house.
Oh, please tell me that's not what I think it is.
There was a blood stain on the floor.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
And then I heard sobbing in the room.
Are you okay?
Okay, so at this point we saw the outside of this place, then some of what looked like the inside of an abandoned store, and now it looks like they're in an old house. I think whatever casting director they hired off Fiverr also did double duty as a set designer.
For Dana Walters, there is no longer any question that something is amiss in her new costume shop. She suspects its past life as a funeral home may have bled into the present.
Yeah, I think once we found out that this funeral home was being run out of an old Joann Fabrics, there may have been some alarm bells ringing in my head telling me that they weren't doing things in the best fashion at this crematorium.
Are you there? Help me.
Man, it really has been a while since we've heard from the real Dana. It's just been a lot of what feels like a student film.
Dana, are you okay? Yeah.
I love how after everything she just went through, including what I'm pretty sure was a magnitude 10 earthquake, she's just like, oh no, it's okay. I'm fine. Paid a lot of money for this place, so I'm just gonna let bygones be bygones in there.
This is gonna sound crazy, Claire, but I heard a voice coming from the storage room. Can I show you something?
Dana's employee, Claire, is a paranormal enthusiast. She's been recording disembodied voices in the building for some time.
What is that?
This is a spirit box.
You're telling me she just has one of those?
Once I get it turned on, you can ask a question.
Okay. I was thinking about painting in here. What color would you like me to paint the room? Been feeling a lot of eyes on me in this building. How many spirits are here?
Okay, yeah, you'll answer that, but it's fucking crickets when I ask about the wall color.
And we were taken back by it. And then you hear another voice out loud, a disembodied voice, say, "There's more than that."
Okay, so 92 was just a lie. You know what? I wouldn't even trust you for any wall color suggestions anyways now. So after all of that, Dana decides to keep burning the midnight oil and get some more work done. A running theme we will see throughout the episode.
Dana still has the daunting task of getting the business up and running when a visitor brings her more questions than answers.
Hello. Oh, hi. We're actually not open yet.
Oh, no. I'm not a customer. I used to work here when it was a funeral home. I was just curious as to what you were turning it into.
It's a costume shop now.
That's a big change.
Okay, so this guy was just wandering around in the middle of the night, decides to walk up to the abandoned funeral home he used to work in, tugs on a door that should be locked, and then wanders in. And not only does Dana not scream, she just entertains his conversation. Honestly, if I were her, I'd be more scared of this fucking guy than any of the spirits she's encountered thus far.
I'm actually glad you came by. I have a lot of questions about the space. Like, why the embalming room doesn't have a drain in the floor.
Well, we used to use the adjacent bathroom sink for that.
Ew.
I love her delivery here. It's honestly pretty realistic to how someone would respond to that, especially given his delivery, which there is no way this man is an actor by any means. This might just be the dude in charge of casting and set design for all we know.
Ew.
Would you mind showing me around?
I'm not gonna show you around. I don't even like that you're here right now. Why'd you even come in here?
Could you help me out with something?
Sure.
And then I started thinking, oh my gosh, I still have these ashes back here.
I didn't want to just throw them away. Is there any way you could take them somewhere?
Maybe this is causing so much of the paranormal activity, the crying, everything that's going on.
Yeah, I could take them to the coroner's for you.
Yeah, sure, it's 1 a.m. I'm not doing anything else. Actually, I was gonna go over there right now anyways. So after what I believe to be the most frightening part of the episode, it's time for the costume shop's grand opening.
Dana has christened the shop Daydreams and Nightmares.
Bye, thank you. We love your store.
Thanks.
You can tell they're open now because there are 3 lamps on, instead of our usual 2.
Well, that was a great night.
They sure were hungry.
Huh?
Everything was working quite well. We were open for business and it looked great. We tried to hide as much remnants as we could, that it was a former funeral home.
Okay, 1, I don't think you had to do much to achieve that. There is nothing about this place aside from that box of ashes you gave that serial killer earlier. And 2, would that not help with the ambiance of a costume shop?
After opening day, Dana sends everyone home and stays to finish the shop's receipts.
I was doing paperwork in my office, and I just had my office light on in there because I didn't want to waste any electricity.
Yeah, we have picked up on that, don't you worry.
Hello?
Probably that fucking guy from earlier.
Ew.
Dana Walters is trapped in her office by what she believes is an intruder. But after taking a photograph, she's uncertain if it is of this world or the next.
The second one, you see a man standing there with a suit on.
What?
Yeah, I don't know about that. The way we can tell it's actually the real picture is because it doesn't look like anything is there at all. If it were a reenactment, then we sure would have seen something. Oh, so now you grab the gun. Where was that energy earlier when that guy barged into your shop?
Ew.
So now all this is finally starting to get to Dana. She finally decides to leave the store after something freaky happens, and after all this, she decides to hire an extra worker to be at the shop with her when she closes. Now, I know there's not subtitles on the screen for you guys right now, but I have to mention the way she spells her name, Michelle, is a way that I have never seen in my life, which is M-I-S-H-E-L-L-E. So as they're closing up, they notice something strange on the security cameras.
This is rare you get to see this. Those are orbs.
Actually, probably just dust.
An orb is just a ball of energy of someone's spirit. This is an apparition that we're watching right in front of my eyes.
Again, when it comes to the actors, this woman does not look anything like who she's supposed to be playing. I think the casting call just said, anyone with a bandana and a heartbeat will take it.
Hold on. Let me set the alarm really quick. You didn't do that, did you?
But I felt it too.
It's that fucking guy from earlier. Now, after all she's been through thus far, she's still kind of on the, no, I'm fine. I don't think anything weird's gonna happen. Even though something weird has happened every night since I got the keys to this place.
It's just me.
You scared me.
Sorry. What is that?
The security alarm just went off inside the shop.
Someone tripped it?
No, I just locked up.
That's what's going on inside the store? What are those?
You can see these orbs flying all over.
I think that's just loose asbestos in the air.
That's scary. That's scary, because you're like, who is that? I start thinking, which of the 92 spirits is this that's coming in?
Mama D, we have already established there are more than 92 spirits loose in there. You were given unreliable information from that ghost. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the absolutely hilarious way this woman just exits the conversation.
Which of the 92 spirits is this that's coming in?
At this point, there is only one thing to do. Bring her teenage daughter in to help.
I think there's a young woman here who needs your help. She sounds about your age.
Sounds about her age? How have you gotten anywhere near enough evidence to conclude this?
She just seemed so young, so innocent, and just needed someone to talk to. And we wanted answers. And with Jaden being young, I thought, well, maybe there'll be a connection.
Come on, please. Just give it a shot. If it doesn't work, there's no harm done.
I will say it is pretty funny Dana using her daughter as a pawn just because she's kind of curious about this ghost. So her daughter Angie ends up actually communicating with her and finds out this ghost was a young girl who went through some pretty traumatic stuff I will not get into because it is a pretty sensitive topic. Needless to say, she finds out so much information through this conversation, so much that it makes sense they didn't even bother to fully reenact it because there's no way they could have without it just looking silly.
He's here.
I was pretty scared at what I heard, but all of a sudden I felt like a pain on my hand.
I think whatever Angie was afraid of got me.
So while we learned a lot of unfortunate information and Angie even got physically harmed in the process, we covered a lot of ground. And now it's time to head right back in the next night, except this time it's just Michelle and their other employee, Milan. And I gotta say, Dana kind of struck gold when she just hired Michelle off a whim to help her out with closing the store, because she seems oddly well-versed in all of this shit.
From what I've heard, when two mirrors are facing each other like this, it can open a portal, a doorway to another dimension.
Oh, wow. Hey Dana, I think Michelle might be fucking insane. So Michelle then tries to communicate with the spirits and everything just goes to shit.
What do you want?
In an attempt to call out the aggressive spirit haunting the costume shop,
Oh my God.
employee and paranormal enthusiast Michelle investigates with Milan, but they are not prepared for the reply.
Whatever you do, don't look behind you.
And with seemingly no way out, they get up and get out, and everything's fine. At this point, Dana realizes we have got to put a stop to this, so she calls on someone whose title is, I will say, a new one for the channel.
Dana calls spiritualist minister.
That's right, a spiritualistic minister. definitely a new one for me.
Dana calls spiritualist minister Gayleen Cornell.
Gayleen, what's her nickname? Gay? There's a reason I crossed that out. But as you can guess, she is going to know a bunch of details that there is no way she should know about this whole thing, because these people are always just real-life sorcerers.
Gayleen, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
It's my pleasure.
This is Michelle. She works here. Can we get you?
A psychic is somebody who can know what happened in the past, know what's happening in the future. And a medium is somebody who actually communicates with the dead. And I'm both.
I think this may be the worst casting we've seen yet. Not only does the actor they use not look anything like the real Gayleen, but she may even look older.
He's a soul keeper. A spirit who is bad in life and bad in death.
Sounds like my ex-wife. I crossed that one out too.
Gayleen told me we had a spirit there that she calls a soul keeper. And he doesn't let the spirits leave.
He's highly intelligent.
You know, at this point, I think even Zach Bagans would watch this and be like, what the fuck?
I felt so many different types of spirits. There were spirits that were just lost. There were children. There were adults. And it was so many different levels of time periods. It wasn't just all in the 1990s. It was clear back in the late 1800s.
1800s? Call me crazy, but I'm gonna guess this strip mall didn't exist in the 1800s.
Gayleen hears spirits calling out to her.
You are not trapped. You are free to go to the light. No one can force you to stay. If any... Ow!
Ow, fuck! Jesus Christ, you didn't clean up all the needles? So basically throughout this whole process of Gayleen walking them through, trying to communicate with the spirits, it really just feels like we're watching a shitty remake of The Conjuring. But it ends up getting pretty intense, and we get yet another magnitude 10 earthquake as things heat up.
Go into the light! Go into the light! You have free will!
As all this is happening, we get probably the most lighting we have seen on this show yet.
Son of a bitch! Now you're making me mad!
He didn't need love and light. He needed to get his ass whipped. And so that's what I did. Because not only did it scare me, it irritated the crap out of me.
When I heard that, I was like, alright, I need to see how she is going to beat the crap out of this ghost. And, well, I wish I could say it doesn't disappoint, but...
Look at the meters. Everything just stopped all at once.
Yeah, it just all stops. She just grabbed onto the mirror and it stopped. Not a single fucking punch thrown. At the very least, I was hoping for a Scary Movie 3 hair pull through the TV kind of thing, but no. Gayleen then pops a much-needed squat and informs Dana on what she needs to do going further. In doing so, she's really just pulling it all out of her ass.
I informed her, don't put that mirror back. Don't do any investigations at all. Nothing, not even a recorder, nothing, for at least, a few weeks. I can't tell you how long, but give it a chance to calm down. Give it a chance to mellow out.
Like, what is the basis for any of this advice?
Months go by, and the shop is as quiet as a morgue. But sometimes, the past can't help repeating itself, and once closed portals become revolving doors.
I was closing down the shop with Michelle, and I saw something.
Michelle!
So it sounds like after some time has passed, these occurrences still tend to happen from time to time, and Dana's just like, yeah, and now we just, we just live with it. I can't get my deposit back. I have no choice.
People who don't believe in paranormal, I tell them, come to my shop. you'll leave a believer.
Oh yeah, sure, Dana. Way to try and use your Discovery Channel debut to drum up some business for your shop. I would say it would have been funny to go to the actual shop for the video, but I don't think that would have been nearly as funny or entertaining as when I went to the Ghost Adventures Hotel or the Luxor. So I think we're good. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that very, very odd train wreck of a show. Also, I hope you had a good Halloween. I apologize I wasn't able to get this video out closer to Halloween. I really wanted to post it on Halloween and wear my costume for this. Said costume. I was new boot goofing that night. 3 payments. If you guys did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like rating, commenting, subscribing if you're new and you want to see more videos just like this. I want to thank Displayed again for sponsoring. Make sure to go check them out with the link below. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching and I will see you next time. Goodbye.